All right, so today we are speaking to Anas, who made $1,000 within the first month of joining Digital Launchpad. Now, he was working door-to-door sales. He was doing cold calling, but he wanted to move into e-commerce. Now, he'd been in a couple other online programs and e-learning platforms and stuff like that, and just found that they were very outdated, just didn't really compare to what Digital Launchpad could offer. Wanted to get into e-commerce, saw that Jordan Welch had a program inside of Digital Launchpad, and he came in, he joined the coaching calls, he got his store optimized, and as I said, made $1,000 within his first month. So let's hear his story.
Anas,
Yes,
welcome. Thank you for joining me. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Looking forward to speaking to you and getting to know you a little bit about your story, your journey in Digital Launchpad. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, first of all, Anas, tell me a little bit about yourself, how old you are, where you live, what you've been doing or currently doing, or what you're doing before Digital Launchpad, basically.
Okay, so I'm Enes. I'm 21 years old. I'm currently living in Rotterdam, the Netherlands, and yeah, I've been doing sales for a long time. I always knew that I wanted to build something up, and I knew that a normal job was not something I could fit into. So I've been doing I've been doing cold calling. I've been doing door-to-door sales, and I noticed that I wasn't building something for myself. So before I was doing DL, I was just selling, just trying to get as many sales as possible. And that's when I saw the video of Iman. I saw the price, and yeah, for me it was. I
Yeah.
didn't even have to think about it. It was an easy choice for me. So that's
Just
how I
just
ended up here.
just to pick up on something you're saying, you were doing sales door to door.
Yeah,
Bro, that's a serious education. If you're somebody who can do sales, door-to-door sales in particular, that can be quite brutal, right? That builds a tremendous character and gives you the kind of skills you need in business, I think, because it doesn't really get tougher than that, right? Door-to-door sales. I know from a little bit of my own experience that can be quite a difficult world. So, yeah, that's definitely a positive start for you in your entrepreneurial journey. So, okay, so you're doing that door-to-door sales, etc. So you saw the video, it's a Launchpad. Tell me what happened from that point onwards. You decided to join.
yeah.
What were your thoughts going into it? What were you looking to do? Just give me a little bit of an insight into that.
So I've always been interested in ecom because it really attracted me, the fact that you could just work from your laptop. You just you put up a couple of products on your website. You just have to be a good marketer, and yeah, you just make money kind of passively, because when you sleep you can still get sales. It's running 24/7. And I saw that in the video, Iman showed like a picture of Jordan Welch, and Jordan Welch, I've seen him on Instagram before and YouTube. And I thought, like, if someone's going to teach me how to do dropshipping, then yeah, if it can be Jordan Welch, then why not, and so then I got into DL, and the course was just so easy to follow. Jordan takes you along everything step by step. He makes it very easy to understand, even if you don't have any experience with marketing, with sales, copywriting. He just explains everything so detailed. And what I like as well about DL is that once something very important is being explained, it's being shown as like a visual on the screen. It's like it's visually appealing, and I like to learn by seeing. And that's something I liked a lot as well.
So
and besides
just to go back a little bit. So you said you were always fascinated by e-commerce. Had you done any courses previously? Had you joined any communities previously where you tried to learn e-commerce or anything along those lines?
I did, yeah. So I've joined the real world as well, and I tried e-commerce using their strategies, and I have to say I've learned a lot from them, but it was, for me, it felt like it was a little bit outdated. It could still work, but I noticed that the things that Jordan taught us was it was more up to date, because Jordan teaches you that the creative is the most important part in e-com, because that's the beginning of the funnel, and that's something that I noticed I was lacking when I was testing my products in the in the past. So that really helped me get my first sales here in
and it's important again, that point there, that you saw Jordan with Iman and you were like, right, okay, you knew instantly that, okay, Jordan Welch, this is an e-commerce guy, like
I had to do
arguably the e-commerce guy, right? So I think that gives you tremendous confidence straight away that you're getting your education from somebody who is proved right at this level, tried and tested, has the formula, has the skills. And I think that's something that we've always been very, very conscious of at Digital Launchpad. Like, we have so many people who want to teach courses in our community, right? We have so many people on a daily basis reach out to me personally, wanting to put their courses into Digital Launchpad. But I think we owe it to the students to make sure we bring on the very, very best educators. And I think the fact you recognize straight away, okay, Jordan Welch, Iman, DL, that's the place I want to get my education from. So yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's good to see that that's coming to fruition and people are actually, what we thought would happen is actually happening. And I'm hearing this on multiple student interviews that, I saw Iman with Jordan, I saw Iman with Mike Thurston, I saw Iman with XYZ, and it's like, right, okay, that's a combo. Let's get into that. So you've come in, you've done the course, the winning store. Tell me a little bit. Obviously, you've alluded to the fact that it was very easy to follow, visually very easy. What else did you find with the course?
They teach you everything you need to make your first sales. And there are some tiny details that are not shown, but that's because they speak for themselves. So it could be that a beginner might end up, having to move over that obstacle, but you can use the community to, solve that problem. It's very easy. So he teaches you everything step by step to make sure that your store is ready to convert, and also that you have the correct knowledge so that you can put the right advertisements out there on either Facebook or TikTok. And besides that, he also shows you the end game plan, to scale, to run your business, to be able to eventually exit out of your business. So it's a very complete course, and it's basically everything you need.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously we've got coaching in the community as well. That's something, again, we're very, very intentional about the coaches we bring in to the community. Yeah. How have you found the coaching in DL?
It's been amazing. Daniel is a very helpful coach. He's reviewed my store on the live stream multiple times, and because of that, I've learned even more than I thought I would learn. Look, those little details, those little steps that could make you convert maybe 50%, 30%, 40% more, and it's something that is almost essential to making my first sales. So,
and Anas, you're the second or maybe the third person who's actually said to me that Jordan's course was amazing, right? Sick course, got me to the point where the store's ready. And then everybody said, but then we went on the live coaching call. We had our store analyzed, optimized, and then that's helped push us over the edge. So I think it's amazing to see that a combination of this world-class education and also actually world-class coaching is coming together to give people such a tremendous chance of success. So that's really refreshing to hear. So okay, let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's get into the juicy bit, right? So store's ready, optimized. Daniel's helped you with all that kind of stuff. Talk to me about now your first sale. Talk to me about that whole process.
Okay, so I've been advertising on Facebook before I did TikTok advertising, and I was testing 6-7 different products before I came to DL, and I didn't make any sales. So I tried TikTok, and Daniel taught us how to optimize your creative in a way that even if you recycle footage from other people, you could make it stand out as a unique creative. And because of that, I made a Mother's Day store. That was also an idea from Daniel. He told us that Mother's Day is coming up, so if you start now, then you're going to be able to profit from it. And
shout out to all the mothers out there, yeah.
Shout out to all the mothers, exactly. And because of that, I was able to make my first sale with a Mother's Day gift, and from then on, it just kept on going and going and going. And now I've accumulated my first 1,000 euros in a month. So I'm very thankful to everyone in DL for all the help.
And my understanding is you're not on the monthly plan, right? You purchased a year up front so you're a king of Digital Launchpad, which actually is even more value for money, right? It works out to be even less than $37 a month. So your return on investment is actually optimized, which is
true. Yeah.
Crazy. So what's the plan now? What's going on? Are you continuing to go on the coaching calls and continue to find other products. And obviously the confidence levels must be sky high now, right? Because again, the whole premise of Digital Launchpad is to teach you how to make your first $1,000. You can't underestimate that feeling of making your first $1,000 or making your first sale or your first client or whatever it is, because it gives you that belief. Because initially it's just a dream, right? There's a lot of self-doubt. Can I do this? Is it for me? Is it not? And then bam, right?
Then it happens.
Sales up, and now you're like king of the world, right? I can go from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000, etc. The sky's the limit. So hopefully that's the mentality you've got. That's the mentality we push in the community. So continue to scale, continue to learn. Still on coaching calls and stuff, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. So when I made my first deal, I just had in the back of my mind that I was going to crush it. I knew for sure that I was going to give everything that I have into ecom. I was going to start joining every coaching session. I was going to, just make this my number one priority, because once you get that first sale, it's like you see that yourself already living the dream, even though it's only one sale, you get like this proof of concept, and you just know that even you can do it. Doesn't matter who you are. It's so simple.
Bro, I mean, if I do any more of these calls, I might have to tell him, man, bro, I'm gonna go and do the winning store myself. It's because it's crazy. It's crazy. Have you done any of the other courses, or just looked? Like, obviously, I know you're pretty locked in. E-commerce seems to be a passion, something that you're obviously doing really, really well at. But obviously, we've got like Digital Don, Mike Thurston. We've got The Perfect Fit coming soon, which is a tailoring. Iman's Taylor's gonna give some lessons. We've got boxing course coming as well soon, a program. So do you study? Do you watch the other programs at all?
Well, I had watched the copywriting course and a small bit of it, because if you have an e-commerce store, your landing page needs to have a good copy. So it's purely because I could take that and put it into my store, but it's not that I watch the other courses to learn another skill as well, because
but that's important though.
Yeah, I mean, you can take some bits of it, but you have to make sure that your focus is still on one business model, because if you focus on one thing, that's when you're going to make it. If you have all these different kind of business models that you're going to focus on, you're not going to make any progress. But you can take some information from it and put it into your main thing.
Well, this is one of the things. A lot of people have asked me all the time, Ali, should I do sales? Should I do copywriting? Should I do e-commerce? Like, sales is a skill. You'll know yourself. Like, there's no net negative to doing a sales course. There's
you can take it with you anywhere.
Anywhere. Life, everything is a sale. Every interaction to some extent is a sale. You're convincing somebody to do something, and they're trying to tell you why they're not going to do it. So really, at the core of it, everything is a sale. So is that a great skill to have? Yeah, I think it is. Copywriting. Are you not going to be sending emails? Whatever your business might be agency, might be online education, might be e-com. You're going to be sending emails, right? So why are you not going to benefit from taking the e-com course, Pen to Profit, which obviously Louise Berger, our own CMO, I marvel at his skills every single day, he's an absolute beast. But why are you not going to take some skills from copyright and then add it to whatever you're doing? And you've done that again. It's tremendous to see the fact that you've been cognizant enough to go into another course and think, right, okay, I need copy for my e-com. Let me do Pen to Profit. Let me watch a little bit, put that together, and look, it's come to fruition. So I think there's a lesson for everybody there. I've drilled it home a lot of times, and hopefully when people watch this, they'll really understand the benefit of it. Let's talk a little bit about the community side of it, right? Because that's something I pride myself on a lot. Trying to create. You may have seen in the community, I can be quite active on sometimes. But I like the fact that we're cultivating a real group of hungry, motivated, determined people like yourself. Have you felt that in the community? Have you felt that drive? Have you benefited from it? How have you found that whole experience?
Definitely. So in the e-commerce section of this community, I see a lot of the same names every day in the e-com sessions, asking very good questions. And sometimes we just help each other. We talk to each other in DMs. Like, for example, Mr. Legend, someone from the community that has helped. He's helped me a lot in my journey as well. So shout out to him as well. So definitely the community is something that I have benefited as well. I do have to say I'm not very active myself when it comes to the chats and all of that, but that's because I'm most of the time I'm just working. And when it's time for the ecom session, then I join the Discord. I ask my questions. If someone has a question, I'll get back and answer them as well. Sometimes after the session, I'll talk to someone and we'll hop on a call. So yeah, definitely, it's like you can benefit from everything in the community.
It's a great resource, right? It's a great resource to have, because you know, if you're sat there and you've got a question about struggling a little bit with maybe something to do with ecom, maybe I'm struggling a little bit with my fitness, you can just go into the relevant channel, drop a message, and someone will get back to you. And it's like, wow, it's just the power of that. You cannot underestimate the power of that. To be able to tap into that level of resource is incredible. So I also understand what you're saying, that you have to be dialed in when you're working, but I think just to know you've got that on hand 24/7 is amazing to have.
It's so much value.
100%. So tell me, obviously you're somebody who's come in, right, been to a few communities before, passionate about e-commerce, doing well. I can feel your confidence, I can feel your aura, benefit from the community. If somebody came to you now and said, but Anas, I'm thinking about joining Digital Launchpad, what shall I do? Shall I not? You're a sales guy, sell it to me, bro.
I would start pitching them. I already had one friend of mine. He was also trying to start a business. He's already joined, and one of my colleagues, he's working with me in my door-to-door sales. I told him to watch the Iman video. I have to say, I don't even have to do the pitching, because if you watch the Iman video and you're still not sold, then
something's wrong.
I'm not going to be able to sell you. But yeah, I just tell them that you get so much value for the price of going to drink something with your friends. It's insane. So I just show them everything. I don't even have to pitch. I just show them the community, the courses. I show them the quality of the videos that are being filmed. It's just, if you see everything that's included in this community and in this course and in the whole DL, and you still don't take the chance, then no one's going to be able to.
Honestly, even myself, I marvel at the results. Honestly, I mean, I know the tremendous amount of work Iman, the team, we've all put into creating Digital Launchpad, but just to see it actually play out before your eyes, right? To see people that I saw them join with little more than some ambition and a dream, right? And then less than 4 weeks later, I'm interviewing these people. Oh, Ali, I've just made $1,000. Ali, I've just made 5,000. Oh, Ali, I've just closed a client for 3,000. Wow, man, instant, you know what I mean? It's almost instant. And I know we push a lot about delaying gratification, and you absolutely should do that, but the results seem to be, the gratification is coming a lot sooner than I imagined. But that's obviously testament to the work ethic that the students have. Like I said, the community here is people that I see a tremendous future for. I see these guys being potentially, 5-6 years time, these people could be educators. You could be doing ecom coaching or an ecom course in Digital Launchpad. Why not? The level you guys are moving at is absolutely phenomenal. So before we wrap up, I just want to ask a question that intrigues me a little bit, right? Obviously, do you live at home with your parents?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And your parents are aware you're part of Digital Launchpad, you're doing ecom. What's the parents' response, man? How do the parents?
Well, my parents, when I started doing sales, I had to, go all in, stop with my education. And I have to say, with sales, you can already make pretty good money. So at first, that was when the hurdle was. She told me you have to go to school and you don't have. There's risk involved and everything. Yeah. So I talked her out of it way back in the past. But when she sees these results and she sees that it's been generated online through something that cost me 30 euros, she was also amazed. So she told me you're doing very well, and it's going to be you're going to reach your dreams. So she's very supportive.
Definitely.
But I can imagine that if you don't have the results, your parents could be a little bit more.
Well, this is the thing. A lot of people ask me this question. Like, my parents are telling me to go to school, my parents are telling me to get a job, etc., etc. And I always say to people, don't be so harsh on your parents. They know nothing else. They don't know this online world. They're very traditional in the way that they've done business, the way that they've lived and stuff. And it's down to you guys to be the flag bearers of the new generation, right? It's down to you guys to show your parents that this is how we roll now. This is how it works. And I think that's the message I give to people. Like, don't be so harsh on your parents. Don't be too despondent.
Yeah.
Once the results come, at the end of the day, parents only want to see their children doing well, right? And you know, if you're doing every course under the sun with every community under the sun and you're not getting results, somebody at some point is gonna be like, maybe, you know, what's going on? But thankfully at Digital Launchpad, we seem to get the results, and I'm sure we're going to continue to get the results, much like the ones you're getting, to be honest. So yeah, Anas, final words. Digital Launchpad, happy?
Amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna continue my journey here, and hopefully I'll be a millionaire soon. So it will be it'll be a fun journey.
Yeah, and I'm sure that we'll document it. We'll stay in touch. Goes without saying, you need any support, we're always available. Congratulations on one hell of a month, one hell of a return on investment, and yeah, I'm sure this isn't the end. So I will speak to you very, very soon.
Yeah, thank you for my chance to speak on this platform, and I'll stay in touch.
My pleasure.